Good day, guys. Today I'm going to start talk to you about annual leave. So this time of the year, everybody is taking leave, but I'm going to teach you a few stuff that you have not known about annual leave and important stuff as a matter of fact. So let's start. So guys, the first thing that we need to know is to who does this law apply? I'm talking out of the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. One thing, so leave don't apply to employees that work less than 24 hours a month. So if your hours is less than 24 a month, it does not apply to you. Then secondly, the basic conditions of employment has a threshold. That means that if you earn more than the threshold, then this also don't apply to you. So the last time I've checked, the threshold was approximately 16,000 Rand. So if you're above the threshold, whatever I'm saying, and in terms of the basic conditions, the leave don't apply to you. So annual leave is a cycle over a period of 12 months. That means that if you have not taken leave or you start with a company within that period of 12 months, you're entitled to this leave. Right? But remember, guys, if you started and you were on probation or a casual or whatever you were before you actually signed your contract of employment, you are still an employee. That means that your starting date is the starting date when you actually started at the company, not when you signed your contract of employment. So your leave starts right there, the first day you walked in and you started to work, not when your probation ended or any of those. So that is the start of your annual leave. So this gets calculated over a period of 12 months or when your last leave ended, then your calculation starts again. That is the first thing that you need to know. Secondly, and important is how many days do you get annual leave? So annual leave is 21 consecutive days, not 21 days, 21 consecutive days. And I'm talking out of the law. So this law is the Basic Conditions of Employment Act once again, guys. So that is important for you to know that. And during this 21 days, 21 consecutive days, it must be on full pay. So you must now check in 21 days, how many of that days is supposed to be work days? That is the days that you're supposed to get paid for. Right? So if you work a 5-day week, that means for 15 of those 21 consecutive days, I must get paid. So if it's a 6-day week, that means obviously I must get paid for 18. So if we're talking consecutive days, this includes Sundays, public holidays, Saturdays, and all of those. It includes all of those. But we're going to get to public holidays a bit later and work that into this discussion. So how do we calculate the leave? So leave gets calculated on a monthly basis, daily basis, and hourly basis. So firstly, it gets calculated at 1.25 days per month. That means if you work the full month, if you work, there were 5 days a week and you worked every single 5 days, Monday to Friday, or Saturdays inclusive, then that means that. It means that you have to work the full day. 1.25 days. That is if you work a 5-day week. But if you work a 6-day week, that means from Monday to Saturday or Sunday or whatever 6 days it is, then your calculation is at 1.5 days. Right? So if you worked less than all of those, then we do a calculation on an hourly basis. That means for every 17 hours that you work, you're entitled to 1 hour leave. 1 hour full paid leave. Sorry for that, guys. So let's say public holidays fall during your annual leave. You now take your leave and then there's a public holiday that you were supposed to work or for within that working day of yours. Then that gets calculated. It gets added to your days. Alright? So you must be home, like I said, 21 consecutive days. But if you work a 5-day week, that means 15 paid days. But if there's a public holiday, it will now increase to 16. The same with if you work on Saturdays or 6-day week, that means you're entitled to 18 days. And the public holiday gets added, which means that you are now have more days, another 1 day, meaning you've got 19 days. So if you calculate your leave, calculate the work days if you do start the calculation. But remember, it's 21 consecutive days. Other most important thing is that you cannot take any other leave within your leave. Now this is important, guys. This is what people don't tell you out there. If you, for instance, fall sick during your sick leave or during your leave, and you booked off for 1 or 2 days, if you go back to work, you must take this doctor certificate to your workplace. That means that gets deducted from your actual leave. So if you then took your 15 days and you were 3 days on sick leave, that means you actually took 12 days leave. The others was sick leave. So this is what people don't know, but very important. Take consideration of that. You have to know it, and employers don't tell you that, and they will not give it to you. But this is your right. If you don't get it, there's a route to take. You can contact me below, send a message, and I will reply and see how I can assist you guys. Alright, forced leave. Alright, so let's say that your cycle has now ended and you went 6 months into your new year. Like I said, in a 12-month period, your 12 months is over and you have not taken leave, but you're now running into your 6 months. So when you reach your 6 months, then you can force your employer to give you this leave. He's got no right to decline that type of leave. So guys, that's also very important. That is the only condition under which you can force your employer to give you your leave. If it's before that, then the employer still have a discretion to decide or to decline your leave. So guys, take a note of that. Okay, then you can also not, when you give notice to a company or your employer dismiss you, you cannot take your leave as part of that. Right? That means if you've been dismissed and they say I give you 1 month notice, or you give him 1 month notice, you cannot take leave in that period. You cannot change your leave. Let's say you've been booked off sick and you don't have sick days, it cannot be changed for leave days, guys. So the one leave cannot be taken in the place of the other leave. Your annual leave stays your annual leave, and sick leave stay sick leave. Alright, so let's just go to section 10 of the Basic Condition of Employment Act. Alright, that makes provision that employer must agree when annual leave can be taken. If there is no agreement, then annual leave taken must suit the employer. Right? So that, like I said previously, your employer must agree to give you your leave if it's within that period that I've just explained previously. Right? The other thing is, remember also that you cannot exchange your leave for cash. Previously, I know people did that. They take cash instead of their leave, but the law don't allow that anymore. You must take your annual leave as prescribed by the law. Other thing about leave that you need to know is, let's say the employer shut down. Normally employees shut down during December months. If there's a shutdown period, you must take that leave. That is leave. So you must take your leave in that period that the employer shut down. If you take your leave any other period in the shutdown period, that means that at the end, you will not be entitled to paid leave during the shutdown period of the employer. So that is leave, guys. If there's any questions about leave, any comments that you have, make it below on this on YouTube. If you like this channel or the information shared and you want more information as more videos becomes available, please subscribe. There's no money involved, guys. Subscribe to it and you will see more videos and relevant videos. I will next time talk about public holidays and Sundays and the payment thereof. And once again, there's going to be some new stuff that you will learn that you have not known. So go down at the bottom, subscribe and like this, and you will have the benefit of this going forward. Just lastly, all these laws that I've just explained to you apply to the South African workers. So if you're in South Africa, all of this applies to you guys. Thank you very much.